What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report for Monday, October 20th, 2014, delivering some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, or on Twitter @The Enter Report. You could also listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the show's page where you can listen to any of the previous episodes. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Legendary fashion designer Oscar de la Renta has died at the age of 82 after a long battle with cancer, according to ABC News. The Dominican Republic native became famous in the 1960s for designing clothes worn by First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy. More recently, he designed the wedding gown worn by George Clooney's new wife, Amal Amemudin. The award-winning designer was born on July 22, 1932 in Santo Domingo and became one of the go-to designers for American First Ladies, including Jackie Kennedy, Betty Ford, Nancy Reagan, Hillary Clinton, and Laura Bush. Michelle Obama recently wore one of his dresses to a White House event. His celebrity clients included Jennifer Gardner, Leah Michele, and Sarah Jessica Parker, who wore a black and white de la Renta confection with his name embroidered in red on it to this year's Met Gala in New York. De la Renta is survived by his second wife, Annette Engelhard, and son, Moises. Many of those who have either worn Oscar de la Renta's beautiful creations or just appreciated his work have taken to Twitter to mourn his death. Taylor Swift said, my all-time favorite designer has passed away. Oscar, it was an honor to wear your creations too. Singer Gloria Estefan said, R.I.P. iconic designer Oscar de la Renta, who was a big part of 3 of my biggest moments. Much love and peace to his family and all who loved him. Andy Cohen wrote, what a creative genius, hashtag R.I.P. Oscar. Anderson Cooper said, sad to hear on the death of hashtag Oscar de la Renta. What a remarkable life and career and a kind and generous man. LaToya Jackson wrote, Oscar de la Renta, you will be missed, and the elegant fashion that you gave us all. May you. R.I.P. A legend of fashion. Rachel Roy wrote, devastated, a true class act, gentleman, a legendary genius. Hashtag Oscar de la Renta, rest in peace. Bethany Frankel wrote, in shock, I saved an Oscar de la Renta dress for 4 years to wear it to a special occasion. Hashtag the Angel Ball, and he passes away. Hashtag R.I.P. Oscar. The show Project Runaway wrote, we lost a legend. R.I.P. Oscar de la Renta. Ivanka Trump wrote, truly saddened by the loss of one of the greatest fashion icons of all time. Oscar de la Renta will be greatly missed. Rita Wilson wrote, a great has left us. Hashtag Oscar de la Renta. Thank you for adding such beauty to the world along with elegance, class, and grace. Jamie Lee Curtis wrote, I've worn Oscar de la Renta's signature fragrance my whole adult life. It is like his designs and life. Class, soft, feminine, and elegant. Rest in peace. And some other sad news. Plus-size model and former American Idol contestant Joanne Bergella passed away Saturday morning. She was 32 years old. In an emotional Facebook post written by her family, fans learned that the talented star died after battling endometrial cancer. The family shared, to God be the glory. With heavy hearts, we are deeply saddened to announce the passing of our beloved Joanne. Joanne Bergella Ramirez was called by the Lord to heaven. Bergella was a contestant on season 7 of the popular singing competition show. She made it to the top 24 before being eliminated. She would later appear on reality shows including Made, Monique's Fat Chance, and Curvy Girls. According to her website, Bergella was also repped by powerhouse agency Wilhelmina Models, which helped her secure several modeling jobs. Despite a busy career, Bergella had to battle a scary diagnosis that ultimately could not be stopped. The family post said, since her diagnosis over a year ago, Joanne made the choice to be also a fighter and share her journey with the world. Her faith, courage, and strength were unshaken throughout every obstacle she encountered. Although our family is suffering with this great loss, we find comfort in the closeness Joanne shared with the Lord. We know her spirit still shines and will continue to live on in heaven. Bergella's last update on Facebook came almost a month ago before she headed to the doctor for more treatment. Based on her post, the singer and model was remaining positive, knowing her fate was on her side. She wrote to her fans and followers, we are heading back to radiation for 2 procedures. God is with us. I have lots to fill you in on. The presence of the Lord is here. Prayers up. I love you guys at hashtag God's Got This, hashtag The Power of Prayer, hashtag Faith, hashtag I Will Be Cancer Free 2014, hashtag Joanne Bergella. For those hoping to send their condolences, the family asked to leave a message on our Facebook fan page that surpassed more than 30,000 likes. Thoughts and prayers go out to her family. Actress Tori Spelling was briefly quarantined over the weekend after seeking medical attention for multiple symptoms. According to an insider, Tori had a fever, an uncontrollable cough, and trouble breathing. The reality star was hospitalized at LA's Cedars-Sinai Hospital and was briefly quarantined while doctors examined her. Spelling is currently still in the hospital for bronchitis and a sinus infection, the source says. The true Tori star is undergoing more tests, and she's also seeking a lung specialist for her condition. Tori's hospitalization came 6 months after she spent some time in the hospital for an unknown reason. Back in April, the 41-year-old actress was secretly hospitalized for 6 days. A source told E! News at the time that her husband, Dee McDermott, was with her every step of the way during her hospital stay, staying with her for up to 10 hours every day. A source says he seemed very stressed out and worried. He would bring food and often only left Tori to go outside to catch some air or make a phone call. Speaking of health, Tori has made headlines the other day for dropping a major bombshell in a sneak peek for the upcoming season of E's reality show True Tori. In the clip, Tori says to Dean, "This is going to sound crazy. I feel like I'm pregnant." The cue card guy on The Late Show with David Letterman has lost his job after reportedly assaulting Bill Schaaf, an Emmy-nominated writer on the late night show. The 69-year-old Tony Mendez told the New York Post, I know I should have not have put my hands on him, but this had been coming for a long time." The altercation between Mendez, who has regularly been shown on air during the broadcast, and Schaaf occurred on October 9th before the show's Thursday taping. But it was set off by a verbal confrontation with Schaaf, a 15-time Emmy nominee. A day earlier, Mendez told the Post. Mendez said, "Bill was always undermining me, making himself out as Dave's number one, trying to pretend that I wasn't even in the room. Little passive-aggressive things." The three were rehearsing at the Ed Sullivan Theater when Mendez said he reacted to one of Schaaf's interruptions, telling him, "I know what I'm doing, get off my back." Letterman interrupted and said, "Tony, your sour disposition isn't helping," Mendez recalled, adding that he snapped back, "You're the one who has the sour disposition, motherfucker." Mendez said he was upset by the blow-up with his boss of 21 years. Mendez said, "I wanted to tell Dave how much that hurt my feelings, and then I realized that this is what Bill was doing. He was trying to create a wedge between us so Dave would think I was an asshole." Mendez said that the next morning when he got back to work, he snapped and went after Schaaf. Two CBS sources told the Post that he threw Schaaf against a wall. Mendez said, "I just grabbed him by the shirt. He was very surprised. He didn't say a word. He was cowering. His eyes were real big. He probably peed a little bit on his pants." Security interceded and Mendez was escorted from the theater. The following Monday, he was told by the show's executive producer that he was terminated by Letterman's Worldwide Pants production company, though the show offered to pay his salary and maintain his health care coverage until Letterman's retirement in May. Mendez said, "Dave had nothing to do with this at all. He was oblivious to my problem with Bill Schaaf, but now that CBS is involved, they probably said to Dave and other people, because of what he did, he can't be there, because we're CBS and have zero tolerance for that kind of stuff." Mendez remains a Letterman fan. He said, "Dave has never let me down. He is the best, the most generous boss I've ever had. Dave would never do anything to harm me." It was Muy Caliente Monday on Dancing with the Stars, as guest judge Pitbull joined in one of the fun heating up things up with the 9 remaining contestants as they duked it out on the dance floor in this Latin-themed 6-week of competition. Unfortunately for actor Jonathan Bennett, however, his scores weren't sizzling enough to keep him around for another week. Bennett and his professional partner Allison Holker were eliminated from the competition tonight. He said, "That's okay," he said to Hooker as he hugged her on the dance floor after learning the news. Bennett explained, "Here's the thing, I came here to do the show to have fun and just have a really great experience and to bring life back into my life, and that's what we did. I can't thank Allison enough. I had the best time." Holker agreed, telling host Tom Bergeron, "I'm so proud of him." With head judge Len Goodman absent from the judges panel this week, global music sensation Pitbull was tonight's guest judge. The singer opened the show with his hit song Fireball. Former contestant and actress Leah Remini also helped host tonight in Erin Andrews' absence, while she was in Kansas City covering the World Series. Returning to compete next week are actors Antonio Sabato Jr. and Alfonso Ribeiro, Leah Thompson, and fellow actress Janelle Parrish. NASCAR race legend Michael Waltrip, reality TV star Sadie Robertson, YouTube beauty guru Bethany Mota, and comedian Tommy Chung. The stars will compete every week for scores from the judges as well as votes from viewers. The stars with the lowest combined totals will be eliminated each week until the final three compete for the trophy. Perez Hilton has fired back at Jennifer Lawrence's Vanity Fair comments in which she took the gossip blogger to task for publishing hacked nude photos of her. Hilton said in a video posted on his website Monday, "I'm not trying to be Oprah, I'm just a better version of me than I was 10 years ago. Do I still have work to do? Can I still be even better? Fuck yeah, but I am not that person in the past. And if you're trying to keep me in the prism that is the past, then fuck you." Hilton then said, "So actually this video is for Jennifer Lawrence to say fuck you, and I'm going to get in trouble for that, but I don't give a shit." As the Wrap previously reported, the Oscar-winning actress scolded Hilton in the November issue of Vanity Fair for posting and then removing new photos of her that emerged in August as part of the massive celebrity photo hack. Kate Upton, Kaylee Kuko, and Megan Good were also targeted. Lawrence said he took it down because people got pissed, and that's the only reason why. And then I had to watch his apology, and what he basically said was, "I just didn't think about it." "I just didn't think about it" is not an excuse. That is the exact issue itself. But Hilton, whose real name is Mario Lavanderia, wasn't happy with her characterization of his previous apology. He said in Monday's video she mentions how she was forced to watch the video I made right after her naked photos surfaced online. "In that video, I apologized to her sincerely from my heart, and I did so more than once, and I was tempted to apologize to her again, but you know what? No, fuck that. Life isn't always what you want, and you don't always get what you ask for," Hilton said. He also added, "That video that I made and me explaining my thought process was real. It was sincere, and it wasn't some bullshit made-up excuse." He wasn't finished. After dropping those aforementioned F-bombs, Hilton then called Lawrence out for bringing up his past. And he also strangely brought up actor Robert Downey Jr. He commented, "When you think about Robert Downey Jr., you don't think, oh, he's a drug addict or a recovering drug addict. You think about that actor that you truly love," he said. But eventually Hilton changed his tune and said sorry. He said, you are extremely hurt. I contributed to that. I am genuinely am sorry. I hope that you can look inside my brain and see that I truly did not premeditatively, purposely decided to hurt you, and that's all that I have to say. I will not be making any more comments on this. Or maybe I will. NBC's late-night institution Saturday Night Live has brought in Leslie Jones aboard as a cast member. A spokeswoman for the network told The Wrap on Monday. Jones, who joined the SNL writing cast earlier this year and has appeared on a handful of episodes, will make her debut on October 25th. The comedian confirmed the news via Twitter on Monday, writing, "It's official, I'm a cast member. Get ready at NBC SNL." The comedian, who has also starred in her own Showtime comedy special, Problem Child, and has appeared at the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal and the Aspen Comedy Festival. Jones' elevation to cast member comes shortly after former SNL writer and The Daily Show correspondent Michael Chu was tapped to join Colin Jost as co-anchor of the show's Weekend Update segment, replacing Cecily Strong. Strong sales of iPhones powered Apple to a better-than-expected $8.5 billion in fourth-quarter earnings on revenue of $42.1 billion, the company announced on Monday. CEO Tim Cook said, "Our fiscal 2014 was one for the record books, including the biggest iPhone launch ever with the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus." He also added, "With amazing innovations in our new iPhones, iPads, and Mac, as well as the iOS 8 and OS X Yosemite, we are heading into the holidays with Apple's strongest product lineup ever. We're also incredibly excited about the Apple Watch and other great products and service in the pipeline for 2015. The earnings amounted to $1.42 per share, compared with the $7.5 billion or $1.18 per share for the fourth quarter of 2013. The company's edged out of the expectations of analysts who expected the company to take in $40 billion in revenue at $1.30 per share. Apple unveiled its much ballyhooed iPhone 6 on September 9th, along with the iPhone 6 Plus and the Apple Watch. At the time, Cook called the iPhone 6 the biggest advancement in iPhone. 3 days after the phone was released, the company said that more than 10 million units were sold, making it the fastest-selling new iPhone on record. In the past quarter, 39.3 million iPhones have been sold, accounting for the $23.7 billion in sales, surpassing the $21.5 billion that analysts expected, according to the Associated Press. All told, the company sold $23.7 billion worth of iPhones, beating the $21.5 billion in sales expected by analysts polled by FactSet. Apple's CFO Luca Maestri said Monday with the release of Apple's earnings, "Our strongest business performance drove EPS growth of 20% and a record of $13.3 billion in cash flows from operations in the September quarter. We continue to execute aggressively against our capital return program, spending over $20 billion in the quarter and bringing cumulative returns to $94 billion. Shonda Rhimes blasted a viewer who complained over Twitter that there are too many gay scenes on her ABC shows Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder. It started on Sunday when a viewer tweeted to Rhimes, "The gay scenes in Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder are too much. There's no point and they add nothing to the plot." To which the writer and producer responded, "There are no gay scenes. There are scenes with people in them." She also tweeted next, "If you are suddenly discovering that Shondaland's shows have scenes involving people who are gay, you're too late to the party." But Rhimes wasn't finished yet. "If you use the phrase gay scenes, you are not only late to the party, but also not invited to the party. Bye Felicia, #OneLove," she wrote. The viewer's comments arrived as two pretty racy gay storylines are unfolding on both shows. On Scandal, White House Chief of Staff Cyrus Bean, played by Jeff Berry, has been carried on an affair with a male prostitute played by Matthew DeNegro. And on How to Get Away with Murder, law student Connor, played by Jack Falahy, has had sex with multiple men to procure evidence for cases. Rhimes has not only been a long advocate for the equal rights of gay people, but has written several gay roles into her Shondaland-produced shows, including Grey's Anatomy, in addition to Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder. Rhimes ended her response to the viewer's complaint with a couple of statements about accepting one another. She wrote, "I love all you tweepies, even the ones who still need to grow, and remember that's at some point someone discriminated against you too." Rhimes added, "I don't know why this kind of hate is out there. Ugh. #OneLove, at least Shondaland." The Conjuring 2 has been pushed to 2016, Warner Brothers said on Monday. An untitled New Line horror film will instead take the October 23rd, 2015 pre-Halloween slot that The Conjuring 2 has been scheduled in. The original The Conjuring was a breakout hit for New Line in 2013 and spawned the spin-off Annabelle, which opened to $37 million 3 weeks ago. The Demon Doll tale has turned into a major financial score, taking in more than $166 million at the global box office on a $6.5 million budget, so it's likely a sequel is under consideration, and that could be an ideal date. The yet-to-be-determined horror film will go up against Universal's musical Gem and the Holograms on the Friday before Halloween in 2015. An untitled horror film from Universal's Blumhouse Productions is currently penciled in on the 2016 pre-Halloween slot. The Conjuring became the fifth highest grossing horror movie of all time last year. It brought in more than $318 million worldwide on a $20 million budget. And finally, the bloody World War II drama Fury with Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf blew past Gone Girl at theaters this weekend. Gone Girl was top at the box office for 2 weeks before Brad Pitt and his ragtag group of tankmates in Fury blasted the film to second place. Sony's Fury captured $23.5 million in ticket sales during its opening week, according to studio estimates Sunday. Fox's Gone Girl followed with $17.8 million. The week's top two films are R-rated adult dramas, followed by two PG family films. Paul DeRegiberian, the senior media analyst for box office tracker Rentrack, said the fall movie season is all about making the transition from PG-13 world of summer to the R-rated edgier world of the fall and awards season. The animated Fox feature The Book of Life opened in third place with $17 million, followed by Disney's Alexander and The Terrible Horrible No Good Very Bad Day with $12 million. Another new film rounds up the top five. Relativity's Nicholas Sparks' romance The Best of Me, starring Michelle Monaghan and James Marsden, debuted with $10.2 million. Birdman, the Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu drama starring Michael Keaton, opened in just 4 theaters and boasted a pre-screening average of $103,750. It opens in additional locations next week. Overall, box office is up to 25% for the same weekend last year, the Garjabarian said, and a strong fall showing that cinemas is making up for a year-to-date box office deficit that dropped from 6% to 4% in the last month. At number 5 was The Best of Me, which made $10.2 million. At number 6 was Dracula Untold, which made $9.9 million. Number 7 was The Judge with Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall, which made $7.94 million. Number 8 was the spin-off of The Conjuring, Annabelle, which made $7.92 million. Number 9 is The Equalizer with Denzel Washington, which made $5.4 million. And rounding up the top 10 was The Maze Runner, which made $4.5 million. And as your entertainment report for Monday, October 20th, 2014, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow delivering some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, or on Twitter at The Enter Report. You could also listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to our page where you can listen to this episode and any previous episodes. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you tomorrow.